My name is Jason St. Pierre. I'm the principal at Walker High School. Sports are very important to our students in terms of camaraderie, in terms of having a sense of belonging. We have several athletes that have had the opportunity to play professional ball. Chris Hawkins graduated in 2005. We have several collegiate players, Cody Wren, who just finished playing baseball at Oklahoma. Our consistency in our performances of our athletes has to do with our coaches and our parents. Coaches, they're here all the time, here in the summer, the winter, during their season, and after their season. So to be consistent and build a program that's successful, it takes the parents getting the kids up here and supporting the program. It takes the coaches working hard. And thirdly, and lastly, it takes the students. The students want to do well. They practice it. Most of them have been playing the sport they're playing since they were in elementary school. So it gives us an opportunity to be successful in every sport that we have.
Football is important at Walker High School, I think, for many reasons. I think sports is a big influence on young children. And I think this is a way, as coaches, we can kind of touch and direct kids and hopefully grow up to be, positive young men in our society. Expectations are pretty high. We're kind of going through some changes right now, uniform-wise. Our helmet color changed. Our helmets will be dark green with gold flakes. I think that look's going to be, I think people need to come out and see that new look. Also, we'll be the only school in the state of Louisiana with the new Nike Pro Combat uniforms.
Traditionally, we are good. I mean, we've always tried to battle back. Our kids are always good fighters. And I can remember Walker High School, whenever I was in high school, playing against Walker High School. They're always known for having tenacious fighters. I mean, these football players that come through Walker High School are definitely the guys that you have to fight against, that you have to constantly face.
Like most sports, baseball teaches some life lessons. The difference, I guess, with basketball and some of the other sports is it is a slower pace game, so it kind of teaches you to have patience. A lot of your success is not overnight, and when you do have success, it can also be short-lived. And I think as we get older, as adults, we realize that that's also how life is, that one day can be fantastic and the next day something can come along that devastates you. And that's somewhat the game of baseball, that we really can't ever just take a day off and accept, I've made it, because I don't think we ever really make it fully as being the best player that we can.
Basketball is important to a high school or to any level. It's a team sport, and it teaches kids discipline. It gives them something to do extracurricular besides just go home and have nothing to do, sit around on the couch all day or something. But I think it teaches self-discipline, commitment, to yourself, to your teammates, and just gives you pride in yourself and something to do and pride in your school. When a kid comes in as a freshman, a lot of times they're underdeveloped, sometimes physically, and then you just watch that kid grow, not just physically, but physically and mentally, and as he gets bigger and stronger, he becomes mentally tougher, and you just see it on the court, in the classroom, and as an individual, his confidence level just skyrockets. I mean, and it's great to see that. You hope you see that with every student and every player you have. But sometimes there's a special student that comes in young, kind of unsure of themselves, and by the time they graduate, they're one of the best players on the team and a great individual.
My name's Corey Arnold. I'm the first-year girls basketball coach at Walker High School. I was at Sam Houston the last 4 years, and we're looking to continue the tradition now that I'm at Walker. Since I've been coaching for 8 years, we've had a great program, and we'll be looking to continue that success. I want basketball players that also going to be good people, and under that good people category, definitely have to be strong academic students, and definitely academics come first. If they're not cutting it in the classroom, then they're going to be subject to missing practice to go get tutoring or do extra work, because I believe academics are very important in the role of a student athlete.
Cheerleaders are important because they get outsiders involved with the sports, and so we're the connection between the school and the community to the football team or to the basketball team. We allow the community to feel like they're involved in each game.
Well, one of the main things that powerlifting provides for all the sports programs is an outlet for athletes to continue their strength building for their sports, at the same time giving them a goal in which to base their strength training. It gives them something to aim for, aiming for first place, second place, third place at a big meet with lifters from across the state.
The volleyball program actually brings the girls together. It's important because it teaches the girl discipline, integrity, teaches them how to get along with others, it teaches them life skills, how to manage among different personalities, and how to communicate with each other. Volleyball takes more of a teammates and it's quicker than any other sport because every time the ball comes over, at least 3 people have to touch it, are supposed to touch it. You can't have just one superstar win a game. You have to have all 6 girls on the court that work together to be able to actually win a game. It's one of those things that everybody has to be involved, and you can't just have one superstar to win the game.
Track and field teaches discipline. You come out and you're working hard, training. Some sports may use running as punishment, you know, we go out and we train and we run, and we train very hard during the season so that on race day they can go out and compete very well and achieve all the goals they've set for themselves. And track and field, you have to be very disciplined and very committed to your goals, because training isn't always the most fun. Fun's when you go to those track meets and you're able to run those relays and finish being all parish and all district and all state. And that discipline does carry over in other areas of their lives, of our young people's lives, especially in the classroom. And it's always great to hear from teachers, come up to you and tell you, hey, I've got one of your track and field athletes in my class, or I have a group of them in there, and how great they're doing in there, and how polite and well soft-spoken they are.
My first year here, whenever I was the assistant coach, we had some girls, 2 girls go off to Southeastern, one play over at Southeastern, Haley Westmoreland. We also had Kaylee Guidry, who signed and who's played at LSU Eunice. As of right now on my team, I actually have a little girl who is going to be a junior, named Taylor Lockwood. She just kind of verbally committed to LSU. So, I mean, that's pretty huge for this program. And, I mean, it just says a lot about this community. These kids just have extremely amount of talent, and they're working really hard. And so, I mean, that's what I see year in after year, just the talent of kids coming in.
Well, I think anytime there are scholarships available to kids, we need to give them that opportunity. Tennis teaches a lot of kids integrity and honor. They keep their own scoring system, and so that is a good character builder for kids, and it's something that students can learn and pick up and choose to have a lifetime of fitness as opposed to just playing for 4 years and stopping. So I think it's a great opportunity to allow our kids to become successful and to have that self-fulfilling goal.
You want to be a well-rounded person, not only academically but physically, and also you have a situation in which it also teaches you more leadership skills other than being in a classroom. Sometimes you're kind of confined as your leadership role out there in the athletic field. Not that tight of a structure as far as leadership, and so these guys have a chance to push themselves to see what they can do physically and mentally, and at the same time, our test in front of 5,000 fans every Friday night. Ask a math teacher when's the last time she gave a math test in front of 5,000 people.
The sports programs give a lot back to our community, and our community gives a lot to us. In August, when the lights come on for football, there's volleyball going on, people get excited. There's cross country. We have the biggest cross country meet in the state that's held at Walker High School. So we're excited when the lights come on, and tournament times when October, November, the weather starts cooling down. It's basketball time, and then after Christmas, baseball, softball, and track warms up. So we got all these sports, the community comes out, and it's exciting when a new season comes out because everybody wants to see how we're doing, and our community is very supportive of what we're doing here at Walker High School.